The Coliseum was a place where the best of the best threw down to see who would be the last standing. Some contestants came from nothing, just to rise to the top. What if I started with the bare minimum in Elestrals, just enough packs to make a legal deck? I would clash with other casters with the eventual goal of winning a tournament. Every win would reward a single randomized pack to upgrade my deck, with other rewards along the way. Will I be the last caster standing? It's time to enter the Coliseum. Welcome back to the Coliseum, friends. We are here today for, I want to say episode 30. I cannot believe we've done 30 episodes of Coliseum up to this point. But here we are for episode 30. I'm very excited. Back here on Clash, this is the first episode on the actual early access. So that's super cool. You guys have probably at this point, I should have another video going up before this with kind of my first impressions and a little about the game. So yeah, sorry if you just heard my dog doing stuff in the background, but anyways, we're going to just go ahead and hop straight into our first clash here. I've been super busy. I don't really remember where we are even at in terms of wins and losses and whatnot, but yeah, played a little bit already. I'm at this stone 4. Don't know what the correct term is, probably should figure that out. You can see my title down here, Noble 2. We actually got our clash rewards yesterday, so you guys might see some variance in the deck as well. There's a lot of cool customization stuff that they've done with Clash. I mean, if you're watching Coliseum, you've probably seen Clash already, so I don't need to get super in-depth on the stuff. But anyways, we get our first game against KB Dragon. I'll have to read that here in a second. This is a pretty okay hand. No back row, but I think we're going to keep this. Yeah, we're going to keep this. It doesn't show. Yeah, KB Dragoon. Okay, and they're Wood 2. What is happening? What did I do? What did I click? Okay, X. Okay, let's go Hephaestus. Go here. We're gonna throw 2 on the Hephaestus. You know, our usual play. I've been thinking, guys, also, so we're on episode 30. I haven't opened that many packs up to this point, right? We have good cards, and, the majority of our good cards are from pity packs. I've been thinking about upping the amount of packs that we get per win, so I don't know exactly what we should do. We could do, I'm kind of thinking that we do 1 pack of each set per win. And because I don't want this to series to drag on forever, I do want to be able to go ahead and top a tournament. I know I said win a tournament, or I've been saying win a tournament in every single intro from since the beginning, but I think it's already hard enough to win a tournament with a constructed deck. So I think topping is a good. We're gonna get the shield here because we have no protection, so we'll grab that. But yeah, topping a tournament I think is a lot more likely than winning a tournament with a Coliseum style deck. So anyways, I kind of want to speed it up a little bit, and that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments section below. In the last clash, we had that issue with the Kinley. I'm just remembering this because we have our Nexus Bank here, but we had that play with the Kinley where we were wondering why I activated Alter and then couldn't resolve it. Someone mentioned in the comments that the Kinley was under Gorgon's Gaze, so I sat there and complained about that for a good few minutes, thinking it was a bug or thinking that I misclicked something. No, I just need to remember what happened in the game, so try not to make that mistake again. Let's see if our opponent wants to play some games. Got our sick little galaxy board here. Astrabbit. I see a Jolton. Okay, I actually love that. Jolton can't clear on its own. Searches the stadium. If they cast the stadium, we can take out their stadium with our Forge. We can also cast the Eddy, switch the Jolton defense, and be able to get through it. And meanwhile, still have our protection. So I'm assuming they'll have more plays other than Jolton, but it's looking solid for us so far. I also was looking through the collection. We might go through it at the end of this episode here again. But in the last packs that I got, that I opened, I actually pulled a Theraheart. And I forgot in a previous pack, I opened a Posthumous. We have double Faunlet and an Artemis from Shattered Stars. So we do have kind of like a side little lunar package there that we could potentially run. I think it would be very hard to run that and actually get it off, because it's not like we have any Divine Searchers. Well, Fauntless Searches Artemis, duh. It's like, I don't know, there's potentially something that we could do there, so let me know, you guys have any opinions there, let me know what you think. Oh, they casted the Jolton in defense, I just realized that. Okay, yeah, so I think we just set the PTA. I didn't even see what they grabbed. Can I set this, please? Here we go. Let's look and see. Spirit moved 1 spirit from Spirit Deck to Jolton. New turn. So, oh, then maybe they ran out of time or something. I don't know, that's a bit bizarre. We'll go ahead and cast out Eddy in attack. We will not trigger the Eddy effect here because we want this thing to stay in defense. So we will just cancel, change the rabbit to attack, and we'll go ahead and straight into battle here. Take out the Jolton, do a spirit of damage. And we have a lot of protection for our guys with the PTA and with the shield, so very solid there. We'll go ahead and pass here. So pretty good start in this one. Okay, well, I thought there was going to be a little bit more than 3 back row, but we are completely fine with that. What is we only have 1 fire in the underworld? We're going with the re-enchant rabbit here for sure. Re-enchant thunder, confirm to the rabbit. Trigger the rabbit effect. Honestly, completely fine if we get gazed here. It's not the worst for us. But obviously rather get this attack off for sure. Don't have another thunder, so we will only be able to trigger this rabbit a second time, even if it sticks. That's one unfortunate thing about our list. We do see the gaze here, so, you know, that's okay. They use a water and a wind for that, notably. Okay. Then, yeah, let's go battle. Swing Eddy for damage. Alright, take him down to 15 here. We'll go ahead and pass. Can't wait to get higher in the ranks. I probably will just use this same account for like everything. Like this will be my normal account to play on, as well as do a Coliseum on. I mean, I say I will be decent. I plan on getting pretty decently high on the leaderboards when I actually have time to play. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play as of yet. We see a Galaxy here. This is kind of annoying. We use our PTA on it. It takes it down to a 1/4. It uses its effect on itself. It becomes a 4, and then it can clear our rabbit, and then we kill it at the end of the turn. We'll go ahead and do this. We'll pay off of the rabbit. We're gonna lose the rabbit anyway, so we might as well get the value out of it, out of that extra spirit now. They may misplay and forget that Galaxy has a swap effect anyways. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I'll probably use this as both because I would like to get decently high on my main account when I get time to play, and I would like to play decently, you know, people who know what they're doing for Coliseum as well. So, not that anyone that I've played doesn't know what they're doing, but obviously the higher that you are on the leaderboard, the better the players you're going to play. So, looks like they are looking through their hand right here. They still have not triggered the Galaxy effect, so I don't know. Maybe they don't know about that. We'll see. Looks like they're hovering over it. And they just declare battle into my Eddy, which they will just die, and then I don't even have to expend here to take out their Galaxy. So, completely fine with me, obviously. We see another Dratagua here. God, I wish we had another Thunder Spirit. But we don't. What's the best option here? I mean, we're just gonna like expend a draw, or do I? Honestly, I'm just gonna go for damage. I don't know if this player really knows what exactly is going on. I'm just gonna cancel this. I don't think I didn't even have any targets. I'm just gonna go battle. And these are going straight through, meaning that these are either bluffs or maybe they have their toggle button set to off. Either way, completely okay with that. We're going to go up in advantage here by a lot. They're going to be, assuming they let these attacks go through, they'll be at, what, 11? I don't know if it's counted that damage. Yeah, 12. Okay, so yeah, they're going to be at 11. We're at 14, so we're up in spirits. Plus we have 4 on the board to their none. We're up in card advantage here in this one. And doesn't really look like this player is a very experienced player, to say the least. So looks like we'll probably get a win here pretty easily in this first clash. I've played a couple decks up to this point. Yesterday I played, I was playing Morfrost. There's no Terror in Clash yet. And I got queued into like 3 straight Blizztricks in a row in like wood, stone, rock, rank, whatever this is. See a Nectar of the Gods here, they draw 2. So yeah, that was kind of frustrating because, I mean, not that Morfrost with Terror is a good matchup into Blizztricks, but just playing 3 Blizz in a row, like this low of a rank, it was kind of surprising. I also had, you guys, and if you guys have seen the first impressions video, me blowing up CryoLink 3 separate times because I thought I was doing something wrong when it turns out it's just a bug. So didn't do anything wrong there. I just I assumed it was me, but no, apparently that is a bug. So it's kind of funny if you watch that video. I just start like raging. See a 4th back row set right here. They're down to 9 spirits now. And they just pass. Okay. I mean, I wish we had something to like Nexus Spirits up, but I guess we'll just slap out another Jatagua. No real reason not to, I guess. We're gonna activate this just because and confirm. We'll go straight to battle, just get to swinging. Yeah, looks like they're going to let these all go through as well, so we're going to take them down to 5 spirits right here. I'm super curious as to what these back row are. Like, if it's like, I don't know, 3 Tsunami, that's like super unfortunate. But they're not playing anything here, or maybe they just don't have any guys either. Super unfortunate, but pretty boring clash right here for this first one, but at least we will get some new cards from this one. Once again, I probably will do those at the end of... I probably should do it in the middle. I will go ahead and do it in the middle, I think. Just so we can potentially, if we pull something cool, we can use it in the next clash. It would be cool if there was like some kind of function in Clash where you could like pre-select like what spirits you would want to expend in certain situations. So like, I don't know, maybe you could set like 3 in a row, and then it would just like, you could have like a toggle button for it to either be on or off, and if it's on, it'll just like, as soon as you would expend one for something, it would just go straight to that. Might be a little weird with like extra, you know, things to think about, but like, you wouldn't have to use it. I don't know. I think it'd just be a little bit helpful. See another Nectar of the Gods here. They're going down to 3, so if they do nothing, then the next turn will be the last turn of the game. We'll see what happens here. We see a Laurels here. Okay, so definitely was a bluff. They will pop the Eddy with the Laurels. Don't really care about that at this point. We do have a necklace in hand too, so like even if they go something like big here, we can Navi necklace. That effectively is what 9, 10, 11 attacker after Navi effect. We see an Ambrose set right here. That'll take him back up to 4. Once again, doesn't matter too much. Triple Icarus, sure. What have we seen? We've seen Gage, Jolton, Galaxy. This might just be the starter deck, actually. See a Hydrake. Sure, we don't care about that. I've got a shield ready to go. It is a little too late for Hydrake to do that well. This thing is flying over here. Looks like they're running out of time, maybe? I wonder if that just kicked them to their battle phase or if they clicked that. I need to figure out how the timer works. And yeah, it just passed automatically. Okay, that's bizarre. Force them to expend 2, then they can't trigger the effect. I would trigger first and then they would trigger. So this would just kill them. That's kind of funny. It doesn't matter. Let's go here. We could just like ascend it with a Draking, but you know what? We will do it with a lunar. Yep, that's right. Draking has hit the board. Pending chain. We'll just go battle. We'll go here, kill. That'll do 1 damage for battle, and then I think I can do both these. So then if they trigger their Hydrake, which they do, this is going to be funny. The Tunic Expend is actually going to kill them. So they're going to cast out their Twinger right here, which will take 2 spirits. And then... Oh? Well, maybe it just didn't let them. Interesting. We'll take their Hydrake. Sure. Oh, wait, you have to cast it in defense? Interesting. I don't know. Oh, select up to 1 spirit. What am I doing? It's not... Did I get soft lock? What is happening? It won't let me select a spirit. Hello? I think I did just get soft locked. This is bizarre. Select up to 1 spirit. Yeah, this should be for the Hydrate cast. I can't confirm or cancel. I wonder if it'll time me out. I can't see the timer behind the card, and I don't know how to get... Okay, there it goes. Yeah, the timer's right there, so I guess we just wait a second. This is kind of annoying. Okay, there it auto-enchanted. That was so bizarre. Our spirit, or our damage for attacking over the attack-resistant Hydrake didn't do anything though, so that's ironic. We should have done 1 damage on the attack from this as well. Okay, and we'll switch your toggle. So that was looking scary there for just a second, but we do get the win here, so that'll be... We're going to stick to the original rules right now, so that'll be a pack. So let's hop over to that real quick. All right, here we are at the wheel. We're just going to get done with this really fast. And we get base set. Okay, be right over to the opening. All right, here for the quick pack opening, we are doing base set. Really hoping for, I think, third shield. Third shield is just the biggest here. I think Tsunami, if it's in here, also would be sick. All right, we get Ignector, Necroff, actually really good. Helios Chariot Ride, I think this is an underrated card. Smoltuga, solid. Warmite, okay. Aramare, pretty bad. Syracune, pretty bad. Chrysor, and we get Trifernal here. So, some cool stuff. Necroff is a 5, so that might go in. Helios Chariot Ride one day, maybe. Who knows? I think for right now, we're just going to leave the deck as is. We'll consider the third Necroff, but I think that's probably all. Well, the Smoltuga, actually Smoltuga probably should go in. Yeah, we're going to make some changes real quick. Because I think Smoltuga and Necroff are solid, so let's get right back into Clash. Alright, back over in Clash. Collection ECV 1.0. We're going to be 1.04 now. Yeah, I don't know why I'm updating this, honestly. I should just call this Coliseum and then do whatever. Like, I'm not copying and redoing the deck. But, anyways, okay, so we got the Smoltuga, and we got a Necroff. So, what are we gonna do, guys? What are we gonna do? I think we're gonna get rid of a Jirtagua. Like, we do like our healers and everything, but I feel like there's, like, we have the 2 Sluggle. We're not on a whole bunch of water, so we're actually just gonna go cut that out of the Smoltuga, and then we already took Kinley to 1. We're going to get rid of Sorlet and then just put the Necrofin over the Sorlet because it's a 5. That saves our 1 Lycurus for the Tornado or the Expend. So we're going to keep this, and we are going to hop straight into another clash here. And we get a quick one. We get Caster CDA66E6F. Love the name. What a legend. We are keeping this. We got our Rabbit and we got our one of Earthquake. This is the hand you want to see. We got our healer there. We got our Stadium Searcher. Like, we go Rabbit. We get some protection. Hopefully we get some protection. Give me like PTA. PTA. That's not a PTA. I think we just grab Volcaric. Not having a bank sucks, but we can get into a bank really easy. And we have other guys to cast. Like, this might be the wrong play, but I'm going to get this so we can potentially have some kind of protection later in the clash. And we'll just pass it over. Caster doesn't have a name, or opponent doesn't have a name. They have the generic back, or board. They have the generic statue, the generic buddy. So, probably another newish player right here would be my guess. Looks like we're going to see an Expended draw here. Interesting, they use a water for that. And they just pass. Okay. We are completely fine with that. We're going to go with Jolton right here. Spec is okay too, but like Jolton uncontested, it's going to do the same damage as Spec. We can also grab our Forge right here, get that into hand. Also, we have the Altar now live. By nexusing from the Jolton to the Rabbit, that will also trigger the Rabbit effect to look at 3 and search, or look at 3 and add 1 to hand. So I'm gonna go with the Jolton right here. Swing for 2 damage, take them down to 17. See another water right there. Let's swing the Jolton as well. And we'll pass. So looking pretty good at the start here so far. Opponent now has 8 cards in hand. That is a 5th of their deck. Hopefully they have something to do. Hopefully in terms of the competitive spirit. We see a Poison Tunic. Okay, sure. Put that on. Oh, that's on Rabbit. That's unfortunate. I was going to say put that on Jolton and then we'll just alter off of it. Okay, so we see a Water and a Frost on the Tunic. Sure. I don't really think I care about this. Tunic is an interesting start. We'll see a Tad Puff. That's an Expend, so that's the effect of Tad Puff. So that was a special cast. Okay, what are we going to see? An Earth Scout in defense. Okay, sure. This is the one that bounces to hand, yeah. Interesting plays here. It didn't even let us respond. Okay, my toggle was off for some reason. I don't think I turned that off. I don't know why that was off, but anyways, we'll, I guess, just do this. We'll do waters. We have a Sluggle in hand. Kind of bizarre. That's really weird. But anyways, we can go Spec next turn. They didn't set any back row, so Necrof actually kind of goes hard too. But I don't want to get bounced to hand. I want to stay ahead in tempo, so we're going to go with the Spec here. We'll go ahead and go battle phase. Just try to get through this one quick. We do not want to activate Altar. Maybe that's why I had toggle off. Maybe. I don't know if I did that or not. Anyways, we'll go here. Into here, we're not going to trigger that. In the battle step, we will trigger the Spectaris effect, suppressing the Urscope. This is Urscope. And we will not do that. Waiting. What the heck? Okay. That was not supposed to happen. When this Urscope is attacked, so maybe, I mean, I didn't see anything on the chain, but maybe this triggers before Spec suppresses. Because it's when it's attacked, so that's... I don't know if that was supposed to happen like that. I really don't think it was, but... sure. See a Schnark hit the board right here in defense. Schnark is a 3/3, allows you to search a card with the enchantment cost of water and lunar. So there's a few different options you have. You have Draking, that we have obviously. You have Tsunami High Tide, you have Joblin, and I feel like I'm missing Rock and Hard Place, the one they just searched. We're gonna see the Rock and Hard Place. We are here. We just get rid of the altar at this point. Yep, sure. Actually completely fine with that because we probably weren't doing anything with the altar anyways at this point, unless like, I mean nothing like really good. They can't cast again this turn, so we can clear this. We're ahead in tempo. Forge is a pretty bad draw. We can clear there, so the next best, actually, this is the best option. We go with the correctly enchanted Necroff, that'll kill and force him to expend 1, hit Jolton in for 1. We don't need to do anything else here. This kills, we'll activate Necroff effect. And then we'll go Jolton in. And take him down to 7, and we'll pass. See a Sluggle hit the board. That's a little annoying here. Just delaying the inevitable at this point, but sure, why not? I might Sluggle of my own next turn. We only have 2 in here. I guess it depends if they play anything else really. Like Foamy actually probably goes pretty hard as well in this board. Just in case something happens, but still 4 cards in hand. But it is not doing a whole lot here. Notably, I took them to 7. They casted 1. That would have been down to 6, and now they're at 8. Did they only heal 2? Moved 1, moved 1. Casted more Frost. Oh, Lycan form. Searching Bat and searching A-Bomb. Sure. Okay, that was out of left field. Maybe that's why that. Wait, okay. I need this log back. Moved 1 spirit. Casted Sluggle, 1 spirit, 1 spirit. Casted more. So they, okay, they were at 7. They casted this, went down to 6. They healed back up to 2. Takes them to 8. And then they used more Frost Effect, which should make them expend 1. So they should still be at 7. Okay, that's probably more bugs. Let's do another Necroff if we get another guy on board. We'll go with a Foamy attack right here. This will also allow us to cast something else, and then we'll have to make sure we don't cast it correctly. Don't enchant it correctly is what I'm trying to say, because then we need to save our 1 Water Spirit for our Sluggle. Don't know if it's really going to matter. We're going to take them down to 5 right here with 3 guys on board to their 0, so it might not matter at the end of the day. Alright, and we'll go ahead and pass. We see a Tadpuff again, and this is the Tadpuff effect, so this is another special. For your sake, please just ascend into Draking. Like, get something going here. Not that it matters, but... Oh? See, an Ascension into Lakagon. Okay. Lakagon is a 2/6, +1 for every water in the underworld. They have 9 in there? Holy. So this thing's an 11/6, and they're tired of the Necroff, so... yeah, they'll take out the Necroff. We're gonna get rid of this right here because we can just win next game. Tornado's not gonna do anything for us. Hey, opponent finally got something. Wow, the irony. Opponent finally got. Wait, yeah, we do the spirits. Okay. That would have been really unfortunate if I somehow didn't have the spirits, but luckily we do. So we'll go ahead and get the Lakagon out of here. Yeah. That dies, and they just scoop. Nice. Okay, so that's another dub. We go 2-0 for the episode. Absolutely love it. Let's hop back over to the wheel. Alright, we are back at the wheel. You see we just spun base up for the last one, so let's go ahead and get into it. And we get... So we're getting Frostfall this time, so let me go grab that. Alright, got the Frostfall pack right here. We got the Stellar Locagon art. Shout out to Stellar Locagon. I actually would love to get another one of these. That would be super sick. Either give me the Stellar Lock or give me the Stellar Terror right here. That would be amazing. Imagine pulling a Stellar in Coliseum. What do we want out of this? I don't know, honestly. I'm like blanking. Let's just get into it. We got a Nimbug here. Narpoon. Doesn't do anything for us like right now, but pretty solid card for later. See a Platypulse. Jatago, this is probably number 3. Abominursa, decent Bears card. Blizzard actually might be decent for us, especially in the Cryoling version of the deck. Smoky, Avalanche, and we get a Holo Brontiglow right here. So yeah, nothing too crazy right here. Blizzard is pretty cool. Abominursa probably pretty cool for later. I'm never playing Blizz, so this is staying right where it's at. Jatagua 3 for later, Narpoon for later. Yeah, I got some decent Frost stuff right here, so pretty solid pack. Once again, we don't have enough cards to complete one of these decks, though, so yeah, these will most likely all go into the collection. I'll try to get the collection updated for next episode, so that way you guys can kind of see everything that we have going on, and then we could potentially talk about any changes. But that's going to be all for this episode of Coliseum here today. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think about that pack idea that I had in the comments. You know, don't want to be doing this forever, so I'm thinking about giving myself like one pack of each set per win or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's it for this episode. We'll see you next time.